Hello, my fellow senseis. Dynamus here, and today I'm going to be giving out an info about news you might know already. But I got a couple of things to talk about regarding that. So let's get to the point. Not long ago, a recent announcement from Blue Archive Global happened, which is about the time gap between Global and JP. A Discord member of mine mentioned me about it so we can read it on what it says. One of our biggest goals is to reduce the gaps between scheduled server rotations. There is currently a 6-month gap between servers, but many sensei have expressed that this feels too long. Therefore, we are adjusting our schedule to reduce the gap to 3 months instead. However, we don't want sensei to feel the burden if the total assault or pickup periods are suddenly shortened. So we'll gradually ease into reducing the update gap. Reducing the gap means we'll be closer to the most recent of contents that JP gets offered by. Anything new to them, we'll get it within 3 months now. Okay, now this might sound really good, but hear me out. What if I tell you that it has a lot of downsides in exchange, especially during the time of the gap gradually decreasing? Now, there's a reason why an update gap reduced for servers in gacha games are usually frowned upon. Let's do a little bit of math. They're planning to cut the gap by half. At worst, Global is going to go through all contents within 2 times the speed. But that's a little harsh. It did say that they will ease the gap reduction. So let's assume 1.5 times the speed or 50% faster. Unfortunately, that is still bad news. The first most obvious problem is the daily income of important materials such as pyrocene versus to how quick the game modes and especially the banners will happen. No matter what, we are on the losing side for both free-to-plays and spenders alike, such as the monthly pass. Wanna know how it affects even the pass? Here's your answer. It's basically the same way how it affects dailies. Now, before you say, well, surely they'll compensate us or have a bonus multiplier on our income, right? Sadly, it is not a guarantee. For anyone who doesn't know, this isn't the first time they've done this update gap reduction. This is their second time. Regarding the first one, I decided to ask Blue Archive players on what happened during the first gap reduction between Global and JP, and I'll just read the replies. Yeah, basically Dynamus' first gap went from 7.5 months to 6 months, and a lot of banners were cut short, including Okona, which is kind of a big deal. Shorter time in between to get resources / materials on events, shorter event duration, shorter banner length, lesser days to use energy to get materials. They're gonna start combining the banners like they did the Red Winter even with Mobiji, Meru, and a longer day than the usual 7 days in the rerun. As I was told, imagine a Kesed raid that lasts 4 fucking days. So yeah, not very pretty, isn't it? It doesn't help that it's more than likely going to be hard to adapt during the gradual gap decrease in the next few months, which is also not fun. Now, to be honest, I'm not very sure how many people really complain about the time gap. 6 months was honestly good enough as it is. Hell, with this, we get to see both anniversaries happen on Global and JP, which is really cool. We also have more time to plan things out without it being super duper long. Time can fly very quickly without notice, so I'm genuinely concerned on how this is going to go down. Anyways, that's the news and what my thoughts are. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And feel free to share this video. Low chances, but it might help spread awareness for other players who may not know this issue. Leaving it a like will further improve recommendations. Also, subscribing to my channel would be highly appreciated. See ya, honey enjoyers, on my next video or live stream. Bye bye!